Show us your hat. Was that a cap you showed?
Oh, yeah. So
look right against the screen.
I don't know if I can get close, but so it's a cloud, and I hand paint most of the stuff, and so it's a cloud with the stitches on it in gold. And then on the back of this hat, I put the zeros on it because you never know.
Nice. I like that.
You never know. You never know when you're, and that comes from really thought of that concept about Kobe Bryant and how like we were all just like, dang,
yeah,
like this guy had, and you just never know. You just never know. So like with you, all three of you guys, you never know. So like just go for it. I worked in a hospital for a long time, and I've seen like the deathbed and people on it. And so like whenever I make decisions, like when you're on that bed, what are you going to feel good about? You know what I'm saying? That you went for it, or that you were just like, I took it easy. I took it safe. Yeah. And I've made a shirt that says plus/minus your choice. It's always your choice. You have two choices, always. And that's up to you. That's not on anybody else. You have two avenues you can go through, plus or minus. You pick every time. And that's no one else's choice but yours, right? So it's like, so when I was in that, and that comes from my experiences, I'm like, dude, I feel like crap, depression, all that, losing a bunch of weight, craziness. But it was just like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do what everybody else will do? Or am I going to take a different lane? Am I going to get better? And I just pushed it into the music. That was it. That's what I chose to do. Sit in my room instead of going out and put
it's a great outlet.
Yeah. And that felt good to me. And when I heard that song, the pain went away. When I got that song, I turned the lights off. I turned it up and I was rapping to myself. That took the pain away. And that made me keep doing it. Cause that's just a high that only like people that make music know. Yeah.
So in terms of your clothes then and your music, are they available to purchase? Where can people get them from?
Rachel is actually, and this is, I support Rachel, but she supports me just back. She's getting a website open right now. It's wonders.shop. That's where you go to. We're going to launch a website this weekend, actually. And the hats go on sale on Monday. It's one release a month. So one drop a month. Once the month is gone.
Except for the hats.
That's the one thing that's going to be constant. But if I come out with a design that I like, and I really, obviously, as you can tell, I'm really deep with everything. And I really think once I get something that I truly love, I drop it for a month, and whoever wants one gets one, and keep it moving from there. So that's wonders.shop. Oh yeah. And this is one of my shirts. It says outside the lines. I don't know if you can see it. And with the little paint splatters on it, everything hand done and splattered.
Basically everything he has, it's like has a deep meaning behind his shirts.
Yeah, I like
for the most part.
Yeah, I like things that are like not in your face. Like I want things to be made. Like you always see people that have meaning to their clothing brand. And they may lack design, or they're all design and no meaning. But I want both. But at the same time, I want you to make it. I want you to tell me what it means to you. So I want it to be like, here's something very general, and you can take it to whatever avenue you want to take it. So for me, plus or minus, I explained what that was. But I had a cousin come up to me. I was like, oh, I thought that was like, use the negative to make it a positive. And I was just like, I never thought about it like that. That's tight. Like, yeah. So when everybody's like, what does that mean? I was like, I don't know. What does it mean to you? So like, So like for me, I like making things that make you think about it and be like, what does that say? Like, let me just think about that for a second. And like, that's the whole goal, is like just to promote thought, to wonder. Right, natural wonders, and a bunch of plays on that's a music thing, Shay. Right, you just have 5 different meanings for one word. Natural wonders. You wonder about something, right? So I just want you to promote thought and be like, let me think about that for a second, right? And then you can find me on SoundCloud.
You still you have the Instagram for your clothing line too. They want to go on it.
We can pop these details in the bottom of the screen here.
Yeah, it's the natural.wonders, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the shop is wonders.shop. You can buy clothes online.
Mm-hmm. And then you can find me on SoundCloud. It's 24, 20 as in TWENTY space the number 4OUR. So the F is like
I'll look that
4.
up later.
You know, some weird things, right? Some weird
It's also quite difficult when you're telling somebody as well, like, oh, it's 24, but this is how you spell it, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's when the business cards come into play.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
stage name is Nick, aka 24. So because it's always like weird, right? You're like, what's your name? I'm like, dude, just call me Nick. But you know what I mean? But it's just like, but yeah, it's the natural.wonders is the Instagram for the clothing line.
I feel really inspired just sat here listening to you talk about that.
Yeah, I'm
like a whole podcast, like sister channel, just talking about life and stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, poets are deep, man. They got to go deep. And they got to be. I mean, I think me and Rachel, like, if we weren't together, we're kind of loners, man. I think for real, like
she's like, speak for yourself.
No, yeah, I'm like in my room all the time.
Yeah, like, and we're just two loners that kind of just met each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it pretty much what it is, and then we're just on the same wavelength.
Kind of the same too. I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised at how much we can relate just hearing you speak.
Yeah,
about certain things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all met through the same field, so it kind of makes sense at the same time that we're all connected in that same sort of way.
True.
Yeah.